guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. I'm Angel B. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. In today's video, you guys, I am going to be showing you another way to kind of layer glitter vinyl, but this time I'm going to be using fabric. Now, I did get this technique, or the first time I saw this technique was from Coretta Dangerfield here on YouTube. I will make sure I link her channel down below. Definitely go ahead and check her out. But when I saw her do this, I was like, that's so cute, I have to give it a try. So I went ahead and I used one of my files here, and I picked up some Walmart fabric, and this is what we got. Okay, so I know my ring light is kind of bright, but we got some pink on the top, and then the bottom changes is kind of like a purple and white going on. So that's the first one I did, and then I did outline it with Siser glitter. I also did this one here for Instagram. The piece of fabric that I used is in the middle for the baseball. I just used a piece of baseball fabric. I outlined with some Siser glitter, and then the word baseball and the 2 M's is in the Siser Pure HT in the colors autumn orange and russet brown. Okay, but for this one, I just used, this is mostly fabric I use, and this is the shirt we're going to actually do in today's video. I used the Siser silver confetti, and then it's a pink and a purple and white pattern. These are the little pattern squares I just walked right into Walmart and picked up. Okay, they were less than $2 a piece, and I grabbed a whole bunch of them, but this is kind of the baseball fabric here. I don't know if you guys can see, this is the baseball fabric here. Sorry guys, my lighting is weird. And then this is the pink one that I used, and this is the purple. It's kind of purple, white, and then has a little bit of blue in it as well. But I did pick up some other patterns. There's this blue and white one, and gray and yellow dots. Okay, but like I said, I just walked into my local Walmart and picked these up. But everything I'm using, I will make sure I leave down linked in the description box below. I will leave Coretta's channel link down below. The file I'm using, everything will be linked down in the description box below, so definitely make sure you are checking there. But let's go ahead and get into this project, so definitely stick around for that. All right, you guys, so I did want to quickly kind of show you my file on the computer. It's very simple. You just want to make sure that if you're going to use an outline, you want to make sure that it is the knockout method that I have shown you guys a million times on this channel. If you decide to use my file, the Prayer Changes Things file, it is already knocked out for you. And what I mean by that is that this piece will be inside of the outline versus being on top of. So you definitely want to make sure that whatever file you use, you want to make sure that you use the knockout method to make sure that the inside word sits inside of the outline and not on top of the outline. Okay. And I'm going to be using 3 different colors. Siser glitter. I'm going to be using Siser glitter in this color silver confetti. I'm going to use a pink pattern and then a purple and white pattern. The size that I made this was 11 by 11.2. And then I just kind of let the height default automatically. I'm going to be cutting this with my Siser Romeo. My cut settings are speed of 10, force of 40. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything cut out, and I will meet you over to show you the fabric and all of those things. All right, so I do have, I have my glitter vinyl cut out already, and then I have this piece cut out already as well. But I wanted to quickly show you the fabric and the heat and bond. So this is the brand that I have here, which is called Fat Quarter. It's the Created Fat Quarter, and it is 18 by 21. Okay, that's how big this kind of rectangle is. It's an 18-inch by 21-inch, and they come wrapped like this. You guys, I went into Walmart and I bought a bunch of different patterns in these little, quarters here. I think they were maybe less than $2 a piece. I want to say not even $2 per little square here. Okay, So, and I just walked right into Walmart and I picked them up. I will try to remember to leave a link for them down below. I don't know if I'll be able to find the exact pattern or whatever, but I just walked into my local Walmart and picked them up. Okay, so with that being said, you want to make sure that you measure out your words, or whatever it is that you're cutting, and then you want to cut your fabric to match it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So this is about as much as I need here. And I'm just using my rotary cutter, and I'm gonna cut out a decent sized piece. Well, a piece that would be big enough for what I'm cutting out. Okay. And then once I cut that, I got this roll of heat and bond from Amazon, and I will make sure to leave a link for this down below as well. And then I'm just gonna place my fabric on top of it and cut to match. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to adhere the fabric in the heat and bond and cut it. So we're going to go over to my heat press. Okay, so I'm using my HTV Ron Auto Press 2. You can use the Auto Press 1, you can use a regular press, you can use the Easy Press to do this. Whatever you have on hand is fine. I have my heat and bond. There's a rough side and there's a smooth side. You want to make sure you're putting the fabric on the rough side. And I have a piece of parchment paper here just to protect my mat. You want to make sure your fabric is nice and flat, and then take your heat and bond. This is the rough side. We're going to put the rough side on top of the fabric. So the rough side will be touching the fabric. The smooth side will be face up. Okay? And I'm going to press this at 305 degrees for 5 seconds. This is just to adhere the heat and bond to the fabric. Some of it stuck to my parchment paper, which is fine. And I'm going to trim off any excess so it doesn't get stuck to my mat. Okay, now our fabric is all ready to be cut. So I'm going to meet you guys over at my Siser Romeo. Alright, I'm going to be using my pink fabric grip mat here to go ahead and cut this. And I'm just going to place my fabric with the heat and bond side faced on top of the mat. So the fabric is going to be face up. I'm cutting this on a cut speed of 10 and a force of 40. My blade is also a tiny bit dull because I cut a lot of HTV flock. When you cut this, you are not going to mirror, okay? I just want to make sure my area is nice and lined up. Okay, that's not lined up at all. Let's try that again. Okay, that's good. I'm going to go ahead and get this cut out. Again, my cut speed is 10. My force is 40. And then when it's all cut out, I will come back and we'll put it together. Alright, so I have my shirt here, which is a black Bella canvas, and I have already pre-pressed it. I have my file here, which I did already put the pink fabric into the word prayer. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to put the fabric into the word changes. With the settings that I gave you, it cuts through the fabric, but it doesn't necessarily cut all the way through to the heat and bond. Which is, you know, my preference. You can kind of do it however you see fit, but this allows me to be able to just take the piece of fabric with the paper already off, take it right off of my mat, and I'm going to place it face down right into the seed. And because I'm placing this right on the heat transfer tape already that's with, you know, the silver HTV, it's gonna stick to it. And all I'm doing is making sure the fabric is nice and lined up. You can use tweezers, you can use your fingers, you can use a weeding tool, whatever works for you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this assembled, and I'm going to come right back when I'm all finished. Okay, so I have all my fabric lined up on my heat transfer tape here with my Siser glitter. I'm just going to take my brayer tool and kind of push this down because I need to flip it over, and I'm pushing it very gently so nothing moves or shifts. Like my edge is shifted a little bit. But I'm just going to kind of push it down just a little bit, just gently, because I have to flip this over to press it, and I don't want anything to move or shift when I flip it over. Okay? So now I'm just going to go ahead and place this down, making sure nothing moved. It looks like my arm might have shifted just a tiny bit. I'm just going to kind of pull it up. Now I pulled it up too much. Okay, there we go. Making sure nothing moved or shifted too much. That looks pretty good. I have my heat press set to 315 for 20 seconds, and I'm going to go ahead and press this. And because of the way that I did it, even with the two different fabrics and the glitter, I can do everything in one press. I don't have to press it multiple times. I will make sure I leave all of my materials down below, as well as this file. This is a file that I created. I'll make sure I leave everything down below, but yeah, with this method I only have to do one press. And that looks super cute already. I'm just going to give it kind of like a quick rub down, take some of the heat out before I peel it. Make sure everything is nice and adhered. And with this fabric, because we put the heat and bond, which is sticky, on the back of the letters, and we also put it, technically the edges of the glitter are holding down the edges of the fabric as well, so it kind of just gives it some extra security. Y'all, that looks so good. Oh my goodness. Let me turn you guys so you guys can see it. And I have the same file on my shirt here. This is in puff. But look. So we have the Siser glitter on the outline, the pink pattern on the inside, and then the like purple and white. You guys, I think that looks absolutely amazing, of course, as always. Now this method is good for those who may not necessarily have the money to always buy pattern vinyl. I know a lot of the times, especially in the times we're in right now, things can get to be a little pricey. Pattern vinyl is a little bit pricier than kind of just your regular solid color vinyl. So if you're not trying to splurge on pattern vinyl, you can definitely go the fabric route, and it feels more like fabric, right, instead of vinyl. It does have a different texture to it. But if you're definitely looking to kind of save some coins, the fabric route might be the better route, because that 18 by 21, like I said, it was less than $2. Whereas like a 12 by 12 sheet of this kind of pattern vinyl, they don't have this exact pattern, but something like this might cost you, you know, $5 to $10. So I don't know, just something to think about. But that's all I have with this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Until next time, bye guys.